In my last video, it ended, and I really liked my last video, the ending, the last couple of minutes. But in my last video, I said, we must do anything we can in our power to try and buy native, right? I mean, at home, and choose where the products are made, and choose what's inside the product to know where the product is made, and to try and set it up as your goal, right? Maybe this will change your life in a certain way, but have your goal to you can maneuver the money around the world by the items you buy and select, and knowing where you spend your money at restaurants and what these profiteers do with their money. But anyways, it's a sad day in my house. It's a sad day. It's a very sad day. My calculator doesn't work. I've never had a calculator just stop like that. Usually, I mean lately, especially from the dollar store, and now it's got to come from somewhere else and not from around the corner. I can use this for a little bit. Oh, I got all the battery I want. I can use the calculator on my screen. And lo and behold, remember, there are 12 spaces on this calculator. In the roulette board, they use it as packages of 12, right? Also to note that if this was the telephone, over here would be the star, the 0, and the pound key. But in here, as you saw 3, 9, when I add in one more row, okay, which is an odd number, I now have 4 by 4. I now have 16. From 9 to 12 to 16. Let's not count the little buttons yet. Just acknowledge that is an area space, and it could be the introduction to what this is. I'll just save it just in case. Oh yes, and the space. I just want to talk about one thing. You can calculate, right? There's 1, 5, and 9 on an angle. How many is the number between 1 and 5? 1 plus 4 equals 5 plus 4 equals 9. So that's 4 and 4, right? Maybe, okay, 4 and 4, so a total of 8, 404, total of 8. Now, what is the in-between between 1 and 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the middle number in between? It would be 3. So in between 1 and 5, the average is 3. Between 5 and 9, the average is 7. You now have 3 and 7. So what will you say? 307? Telling me that it's not the original 3 and 7? Or because numbers should never come up in singularity. Because it should come up in duality. But then 3 and 7, right, coming up in duality, we wouldn't be talking about separate 3 and 7. Would we be talking about the average between 1 and 5 is 3, and 5 and 9 is 7? What about between 3, 5, and 7? What is the average between 3 and 5? It's 4. And you see the plus areas that are here, the plus and the plus areas are over here. There's no multiple areas, but sort of like a swastika design, down from the in-between these two, over and down from in-between these two, over and down, showing me actually a minimum of 6 numbers. I do not have to use all 9 numbers for that reality. Unless I'm doing something else and surrounding this totality of the 5, online and offline, here would be online, and here would be offline. By being directly on the number, you're offline. You have to cross over and cross through. Area spaces, punctualities, dots and squares, where you find that dot. I'm going to show you in this little piece here where the dots are found. So let me back it up a page or two. I want to see that page on dots. Yes, I think it's right here. You see these dots here? Sometimes they're in the middle of the square. Sometimes they're in the middle. Sometimes they're over here. And I'm going to show you something about that reality. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't have it, but what I want to show you is there's a dot in the center. Okay, that's the center of the eye, let's say. But what if it was the corner of the square up here? And at the same time, right, this was the corner over here. See, they're touching at this point. It's the corner of this one, but it's not the corner of this one. It's the corner of the one down here. You follow what I'm saying? these two dots, this one hits this square here. It is the center and the heart of this square, but it's only the corner of this square. So I have to put terms and understand what's going on. Now, if you keep looking, do you see the height of the building? And the actuality is this is the roof. Where did I do that? You see that over here? That's the roof. Roof of the building. And now you have sections. Here's a whole section here, a whole section here, and a whole section here. There's 3 sections, 3 floors, 1 floor, 2 floors, 3 floors, and the roof. At the same time, there's an 8 over here, an O over here, and an 8 over here. There is no 8 over here, it's the entry. See, the entry shows no 8. The entry only shows the pyramid. And you can actually have pyramids all the way up. So there's realities, there's things happening inside. All I did is a square, all I did is put a couple of dots, and every single dot says something else. And now the question is it multiplication, is it addition? Is it addition? What makes it division? What makes the average? Raphael 70-86 in a constellation of Pegasus. There is just so much in a few numbers. Then you know, because of everything that everybody else created, even Webster's, especially Webster's. They gave me a whole dictionary of definitions. Thank you for watching this video.